All right, today we are going to look at section P3, which is polynomials. So what we're going to look at today is making sure you know how to write a polynomial in standard form. In college algebra, we always want things to be written in standard form. And then we are going to add, subtract, and multiply polynomials. It says real life problems, but you don't have any word problems today. So polynomials, just a simple review of what they are. Polynomials are things like 2x plus 5, 3x to the fourth minus 7x squared plus 2x plus 4. So it's separate terms that are separated with addition or subtraction. You're not going to have some division in there. You might have some fractions and decimals, but no big division signs. The first two listed on here are in what we would call terms of x, because there's only one variable in those. The second one is a polynomial in x and y because it has two variables. The terms of the polynomial have the form ax to the k. A is going to be the coefficient, that's the big number in front, and k is our degree. So one of the things that you'll be asked to do is write your polynomials in standard form. So standard form means we go from largest to smallest powers of x, so our exponent, largest to smallest. So the next is just a chart with some different examples. Tells you the leading coefficient. Notice the leading coefficient is the number in front of the largest exponent. And then this is taking a polynomial and rewriting them in standard form. We always want to write our answers like this in standard form. Your homework is going to ask you to do that. So if you don't put it in standard form, the computer will count it wrong. So keep that in mind. So operations with polynomials, we can add and subtract polynomials just like we add and subtract numbers. All you have to do is combine like terms by adding or subtracting them. So we're going to look at a couple examples, one of addition and one of subtraction. This should be pretty simple in review for you. So if we look at this, we are going to take 5x cubed minus 7x squared minus 3 and add x cubed plus 2x squared minus x plus 8. So what you want to do is take your like terms. I have a 5x cubed and an x cubed. If we add those together, you add your coefficients. 5 plus 1 is going to give us 6x cubed. And then we have squared, so I have a minus 7x squared plus 2x squared. Negative 7 plus 2 would give us negative 5x squared. And then here I don't have an x, but over here I do, so I have to bring down this minus x. And then I have negative 3 plus 8, which would give us plus 5 for your final answer. Notice this one's written in standard form. When I put mine together, I just keep it in standard form. Part B, we're going to have a polynomial, and this time we're subtracting. So when you subtract, the easiest thing to do is make it an addition problem. Change your subtraction to addition and change all your signs. The 3 was positive, we'll make it negative, positive, and we'll make it negative. Just change all your signs and then do just what we did in part A and add like terms. So I have 7x to the fourth plus negative 3x cubed. That gives us 4x to the fourth. Don't have any x cubes, but I have some x squareds. Negative x squared plus 4x squared would be plus 3x squared. Minus 4x plus negative 3x is minus 7x. And then I have a little plus 2 left. I need to make sure I bring that down for plus 2. That gives us our addition and subtraction. So you have some of these on your homework today. The last thing we're going to look at is multiplying two binomials together. Remember, we call that FOILing. You can only use it with two-term polynomials, with a two-term polynomial, so just a binomial times a binomial. We call the method FOILing. Remember, the letters FOIL come from the words first, outer, inner, last. And then make sure you always combine like terms in your expression when you're done, if it's possible. Sometimes it's not. Here's just a little example on your first, outer, inner, and last when you're multiplying them together. If you need some help with this, you've been doing this for several years, so hopefully you're good at this. We're just going to look at a few examples of multiplying out with FOIL. So if we do our first, 2x times 3x is 6x squared. And then outer, 2x times 5 is 10x. Inner, 4 times 3x is 12x. And last, 4 times 5 is 20. And then usually if you do it in FOIL, the way you're supposed to, in the order, the two middle terms will go together. So if I add those together, I have 6x squared plus 22x plus 20 for our final answer. Okay, then our second one, I have, again, we're just going to FOIL, x times 4x, 4x squared. x times 6, 6x for our outer. Our inner, negative 4 times 4x, negative 16x. Negative 4 times 6, minus 24. Again, combine your middle terms, 4x squared minus 10x minus 24. Part C, just again, multiplying one more time, FOIL, so I have 8 times 7. So 56x squared, 8x times negative 4, negative 32x. Our inner, negative 1 times 7 minus 7x, and negative 1 times 4, positive 4. Again, combine our middle two, 56x squared minus 39x plus 4. In all of these examples, you've been able to combine the middle two. It is possible sometimes that you can't, and your answer would just be whatever you got once you've multiplied them out. So keep that in mind on your homework. And our last one, looks like I forgot a parenthesis right here. I'll add that in. 2x plus 1 times 2x minus 1. So FOIL this. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative 1 minus 2x. Inner, 2x, positive 2x, and our last negative 1. This time, these two middle ones cancel each other out. So our final answer, 4x squared minus 1. That is the end of our lesson for today. And if you have questions,